Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen, or welcome back, depending on whether you've been here before. We're making sushi today. Big shout out to my girls Gina and Trish, who are the ones who wanted me to do this. So here I am. As you can see, I've got pretty much everything prepped already because I didn't want to waste a lot of time cutting up vegetables on the video. But I did leave one that I didn't want to do too far ahead of time, and that was our little avocado over here. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna get that prepped. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about sushi. I am not Japanese, obviously, nor do I speak Japanese, obviously. Well, not obviously. But anyway, I don't. But I do know that in Japan, they take their sushi very seriously. You have to study for years, and then you have to be an apprentice before you get to be an itamai. Itamai, from my understanding, means kind of literally standing in front of the board. I get to be one, but not a sushi one, because I've been standing in front of the board for probably almost 50 years now. Yeah, I've been cooking a long time. Anyway, the sushi we're gonna be making today is what's kind of referred to as okonomi sushi. I hope I said that right. And that is kind of translated into as you like it, or kind of casual, like people would do at home, like we're doing. So that's what we're doing. So here in the United States, we put all kinds of things in sushi, pretty much whatever we want. I don't know if they'd like that in Japan. But anyway, it's got a long history. It's great, and I love it. But because I don't eat meat or fish anymore, I'm going to be doing strictly vegetarian sushi today. So you can see I've got some stuff already cut up. I just did the avocado, and I've got cucumbers, some scallions that I actually chopped because they're a little big, and I'm afraid that they might get stuck, like, like a little tough. And I also have some radishes, some sun-dried tomatoes, and these are carrots that I was trying to make that carrot sort of lox thing where you cook the carrots to a certain firmness, and then you marinate them for a long time in a combination of soy sauce and other things and seaweed, so that it comes out with the texture and mouthfeel and kind of flavor of smoked salmon. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about it as far as that part goes, but it's tasty, and so I think it will be really good in the sushi. I've already gone ahead and made the rice, but I want to show you something that you're supposed to. It's really important to soak, rinse, and clean your rice before you cook it. And so this is just uncooked sushi rice. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you put the first set of water in it, and show you what you have to do to it so that you know. I'll be right back. Give you some water. So I hope you can see that the water's pretty cloudy. Yeah, you should probably be able to see that. And you want to rinse this about, I can't remember how many times, but quite a few times, until the water is, until you can see the rice. When you can see the rice clearly in the bottom of the bowl, then you can, then you're ready to cook it. Some people say you then need to soak the rice for another 30 minutes after you've washed it, and then you can cook it. But what I usually do is I will let the rice soak, but just for as long as it takes for me to boil the water, to get the water up to boiling, for me to add it into the boiling water. And you don't add salt to the water. That comes later. Anyway, that's what it looks like before it's clear. And you do need to, don't skip this part. Don't skip it. Yeah, it took me about, I think, a good 5 minutes of washing and rinsing, all that stuff. So when the rice is done, I've got it covered with a wet towel so it won't dry out. This is about how much I'm going to be using today. And once it's cooked, you're going to add a rice vinegar, sugar and salt mixture to it. I used 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. And I didn't use it all. I think it was too much for this amount of rice. This is 1 cup of dry rice cooked. And when you add the vinegar solution to your cooked rice, you don't want to stir it like we stir stuff. You want to kind of ease it in. Now you can see it's pretty sticky, and I've already added the vinegar solution, but when you add it, you want to sort of ease it into the rice, kind of like that. Otherwise, you're going to smash up the kernels, and you're going to turn this into a rice paste, which every sushi master in the world would turn over in his grave over. So, okay, that's that. This is my favorite nori seaweed. We're just gonna move you guys over. And so here comes the fun part. We start putting the sushi together. So the nori sheets are kind of fragile, but so you wanna have a light hand with them. I'm just gonna move these over here. I'm just gonna take one. And oh, I didn't talk about this. This is your sushi roller. It's a bamboo mat. It's very clever. And okay, here we go. We're gonna start building our sushi. I'm gonna put some rice on the seaweed. Remember, it's sticky, so you might wanna have a little bowl of water nearby in case your fingers get too covered with rice, because they will get covered with rice. And I've made enough rice for probably 6 rolls. I don't know if I'm going to make that many, although I'm sure we could eat them all. I guess this is, I don't know, I'm not measuring. I measure a lot of things, but not when I'm cooking. I measure mostly when I'm baking. That's important. It's important in cooking too, but hey. So I'm making a little, like a well here in the middle of the rice. And I'm gonna start building. Let's see, I think I'll start with cucumbers. I'm gonna put cucumber and avocado. I love cucumber and avocado sushi. So now, I'll add a little scallions to this one too. So rolling sushi is kind of like making pancakes. The first batch almost always comes out weird. But you want to not be afraid of this. So you want to get your seaweed over there. See, it's kind of sticking up here, and I'm just gonna press the vegetables back in a little, and then I'm going to take the sushi mat, and I'm pulling back on it, and I'm gonna roll, and I'm doing a pretty tight roll here. And then so I wanted to get it in there, and now I'm going to roll and pull the mat away at the same time. So this one's going to come out a little skinny, and that's okay. And there we have roll number 1. Not too bad. Like I said, it's a little skinny, but you know what? I'm not a sushi master, so I'm not going to worry about it. And sheet number 2, more rice. You do a couple of these and then you start to feel, kind of like you got the hang of it. Sticky. Do not be afraid. Do not fear the sushi. It cannot harm you. Well, I don't know. Maybe it can. How about cucumbers again? The cucumbers kind of went out. They look so cool. And I think sun-dried tomatoes here. So these sun-dried tomatoes I've reconstituted in some water because they were a little too sun-dried. But these are really great in sushi. I really like them in it because, they have a satisfying texture, and who doesn't love sun-dried tomatoes except maybe my son Robert. I'm not sure if he does. I don't think he likes them. And I think I'm going to leave that as it is. And here we go. Getting it in there. Just kind of pushing it back in. And then you want to let it come over. Hold the mat, pull back. Pull the mat forward as you squeeze, pull, squeeze, roll. Again, it's going to be another skinny one. Next one's going to be a fat one. And you just keep going until you're all rolled up. I'm going to wet the end of this so it'll stick together nicely. Sushi roll number 2. This one is with the sun-dried tomatoes. Let's do one with the carrots. Carrots, and because they're kind of salty, I think I'm going to put them with the avocado. All right, rice. Let's make this one a little bit more exciting. It's another really beautiful day up here on the mountain. Andy's been busy with the backhoe. We had a, what do you call it? A footing from the deck. Kind of moved out of place, so he had to go down there and fix that. Because we're getting ready to do another project down there. I'm not supposed to tell anybody what it is, but it rhymes with outdoor shower. Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Okay, here we go. Marinated carrots, strips. I'm gonna go kind of heavy on these guys because I really like the flavor of them. And some avocado there. I'm gonna take the skinny ones. Oh, that one's too skinny. I might have to eat it. Ha ha. Yum. Oh, that's gonna be good. Okay. Rinse off the fingers. And here we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a nice fat one. Pull. Roll a little. Pull. Roll a little. Pull. Roll a little. And we're getting there. So I'm going to wet the end here a little bit. And then finish it. Now that's, see, I told you, it's like making pancakes. The first batch doesn't always come out great. This is really looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna keep making sushi, but what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna cut these so that you can see what that looks like, and plate it with a little wasabi. A little wasabi. And some pickled sushi ginger. Okay. These resealable pouch things, not so sure I approve. So I will probably put the rest of this into a container. Oh, I love ginger. Ginger smells really good. Stay right there. And, uh-oh, where's my wasabi? All right, I have to make the wasabi. I have powdered wasabi, and so I need to make that, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. You can get it ready made. I am going to do this. Put some soy sauce into this little bowl. And put that on the plate. Okay, so I gotta rinse this knife off because it's got stuff on it, and it'll make the seaweed will stick to it. Okay. So typically in a restaurant, the ends that are funky will not get served. In my house, we eat everything. So I'm gonna cut that right there. Yeah, you wanna have a nice sharp knife, that's for sure. I'm gonna cut this one right there. So you can see, there's your yummy carrots and avocado. And let's cut up one of the other ones. I think this is the sun-dried tomato one. Yeah, it's hard to see the cucumber in there, but I actually could have put more rice. that one came out better as far as how it looks and presents. But it's gonna taste good no matter what. You guys wait over there. And let's get that first one. Which I will be snacking on right after I turn off the camera. Maybe I'll snack on it in front of you. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Okay, yeah, this one's a little light-handed too. But you know, you guys, you can put whatever you want in your sushi. I like vegetarian sushi. So here's the plate, and you would have a little wasabi on the side. And when you eat it, you're supposed to just barely get a little tiny bit of soy sauce on the rice, not too much. That was so good. Okay, I gotta try one of the carrot ones. This one's kind of falling apart, so Andy won't mind if I eat it. Okay, now I have to have a piece of ginger. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay, you guys. There's your sushi. Have at it. Let me know if you make the recipe, how it comes out, what else you want me to do. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my page. I'll be forever grateful. All right. Have a great day.